guys. Today we'll be discussing should Manchester United look out for a January move and go and sign you guys. Me personally, I look at this United side here, and you've got the likes of Cunha, you've got the likes of Mbemo, you've got the likes of Ahmad, you've got the likes of Bruno, you've got the likes of Mason Mount. You've got the likes of Cisco. You've got a really good attacking force that can 100% go in and get Manchester United goals. But the question is, why does Amrin speak about getting Antoine Semenyo? What is it about Antoine Semenyo that makes Amrin really, really, really want him? Let's go and check, because like there's teams like City, there's Spurs that obviously want to try and get Antoine Semenyo, so it's not an easy race, and if that's the winger we end up getting, or that's the winner we end up getting, perfect, But question is, can you play Semenyo and Ahmad both in the same team, on the same side from the start of the game, Because I think if we were chasing a game, last 10, 20 minutes, you need to go, you can do it. But question is, can you do it from the beginning of the game, And I want all you guys to get full thoughts down below. Would Antoine Semenyo actually improve Manchester United, and where would he play, and would he be actually a good sign for us, or should we be prioritising the midfield first? Because I do believe that the midfield is more important at United currently, because we have got really good attackers with Cunha, Ahmad, Mbemo, Mason Mount, Bruno, that can all play there, whereas in midfield we are lacking currently. But on some many of the news is that let me share my screen actually. Tottenham go extraordinary lengths to sign Antoine Semenyo before Liverpool and Manchester City. And honestly, if Liverpool, Spurs, Man U and Man City are all in for Semenyo, it's going to be a really difficult task. But I'm kind of just hopeful that United do have the balls and United can go and get them. Because, to be honest with you, considering Bournemouth are a mid-table side, and for 50 mil, you can't go wrong there. You just cannot go wrong there. Like Semenyo for me would be an excellent side. But if you guys are watching currently live, please do drop a like, subscribe, and get your thoughts down below. Feel free to send live chats and super chats as well, and get your thoughts in on Antoine Semenyo. Should you have to go and send Antoine Semenyo? And if you're watching live, feel free to send live chats, super chats, get your comments in below on Antoine Semenyo. What would he bring to Manchester United, guys? Because I do want to get interactive with you guys, and I want to know your thoughts. But here is what I believe is Manchester United's strongest 11. You guys, if you're watching live, can comment down below, send live chats, super chats on if you agree or disagree with me. Crypto Ellie says, hi Crypty, hope you're doing great. Feel free to send your thoughts down below. But guys, this is what I believe is currently Manchester United's strongest 11. And guys, the question is, if United brought in Antoine Semenyo to it, where in it does he start? And me personally, yeah, what the manager might do is I don't know if you guys are gonna like me for this, but let's do that. And let's bring in on the left Nila Perez is higher. Hi Nila Perez, hope you're doing great. Feel free to send your thoughts down below and send like just super chats. If we find some menu, I think we could be doing something like that. However, question is, can you have to do that from the start of the game and finish off the game like that? I'm not too sure. However, there is a thing like some menu could go left turn. I mean, I want you guys to tell me, where do you think some menu's best position would be if it did join Manchester United? Because I think this can work. However, in a more balanced way, like this will probably only happen for our last 20 minutes, because if we did this from the start of the game, I don't think it's a balanced side necessarily. So what United could actually do is you could potentially see, like if United wanted to attack down the left, for example, you could see this, for example, in a game like this. If United thought the option were weak down the left side, we could target and have Semenyo and Cunha on the left side, and then maybe bringing Dalot for some balance, so that we've got at least someone who can defend, which does, kind of make a bit of sense. But In fact, I'm gonna try to get your own opinions in. Should United sign Semenyo? Yes or no? Done. Supple. Should United go in and sign Semenyo? Because I do want to know your opinions on it. Because I think Semenyo is a great buy. However, question is, should we be prioritizing the midfield first, and would it actually make that much difference? But I also want you guys to send your comments in down below as well as responding to the poll. But another thing you could see is that let's take Semenyo out of this, for example. Let's put Luke Shaw left wing back, or you could actually see Dallo left wing back. But for the purpose of what I think is United's best 11, let me do what I believe. Or you could see Dorgu there, but I still think Luke Shaw is the best option there. Guys, if you're watching live, feel free to send live chats, super chats, comment your thoughts down below. Should United go and sign Semenyo? That's what I want to know from all you guys watching the stream today. And looking at United's attack, guys, Cunha striker, yes. And you put Semenyo on the left. What do you think of that? Because I would not be opposed to having a starting 11 like this. And, I think if we do sign Semenyo, this is definitely something that we could have. And this could most certainly be our starting 11 for come January. And the question is, does this side get top 5? That's what I want to know from everyone down below. Can United finish off the season with this and get top 5? Because I look at it, yeah, and you've got whilst you have got the likes of Cunha, Mbemo, Semenyo, you've got Fernandes behind, you've got Amad Diallo. I feel like we are still lacking in midfield, and I hope it's just not me, but I do think the midfield is a bit of a weak spot, and it is something that we are going to have to address. But the question is, if we did sign a midfielder, who and where would it be, and how much would it be the price? Because I wouldn't mind getting Belabor and January, although he's been poor this season, though, to be fair. I wouldn't necessarily mind getting Conor Gallagher. However, question is, can Gallagher and Bruno work together in a pivot? I think that's there's question marks about it, but I want you guys to let me know your thoughts down below and comment. But that for me would be our best 11. If there's any changes you'd like to see, let me know down below. But another change actually that we could potentially see is what else could you see? You could even see some men playing on the right side, maybe in Mbemo right wing back. This is like last chance to gloom solution, but this I wouldn't be surprised if you saw for one game maybe. Cunha will put on the left. We'll put Semenyo. And we'll put Benjamin Sisko. Thank you to everyone who has voted, guys. Look at that, guys. What do you guys think of that? Because me personally, this could also work as well. Semenyo, Cunha, Mbemo, Casemiro, Fernandes. Yeah, you've got yourself a really solid side there now. I would not be opposed to that. But anyway, guys, if you are watching now, please do let me know your thoughts on Semenyo, because like I said, Semenyo would be an excellent attacking addition. But question is, if we bought Semenyo in January, what would that mean for our funds in the summer? Would that affect us being able to buy a midfielder? But actually, I think we need 2 midfielders, because I don't think Bruno's a midfielder really. Although he can do a job, but I just don't think he is a midfielder. And likes of Casemiro, Ugarte. I think Casemiro is realistically going in the summer, and Ugarte, I'm not sure if Amrin even rates him anymore. He's not getting many minutes. And Mainu, I love Mainu, but the question is Amrin going to give him enough game time? And that's what we've all been discussing this season. So I'd like to know your thoughts on that as well. Or actually, hypothetically, could United switch to a 4-3-3, and could that be the reason why we really want some men? Because think about it, if we went to a 4-3-3, we haven't currently got enough wingers. Ahmed and Mbima are only starting wingers, and they're at the AFCON. So playing a 4-3-3 right now wouldn't actually make any sense for United because we haven't really got any wingers currently, so it wouldn't make sense. But if you go in and sign Semenyo, things can change. Let me just get a draft. Bunker wise, 250 says you're a big daddy. No Diddy, but I've been watching your channel for a while and I like how you be scrambling and scraping. Much love, Dirty Mac and the boys. I mean, thank you for your comment, Bunker wise. Feel free to send live chats, super chats, and give me a full Anton some menu. That's what I'm here for. But thank you for your comments. I do appreciate it. So guys, the question is, if you have to went to a 4-3-3, yeah, realistically, what would verse task 11 for me? Let me sort it out. He goes to Fernandez, Cunha, okay. So currently, guys, if you have to went to 4-3-3, yeah, this, right now, with everyone fit, it's probably our best chance of succeeding. You've got Cunha, you've got Sesko, you've got Brian and Bimo, you've got Mainie, you've got Fernandez, you've got Casemiro, you've got Martin, Listerlet, Shaw, Mazraoui. Yeah, that is probably our best 11. However, signing Semenyo means that you can go and get Semenyo on the left side, you can go and get a proper winger, and potentially you can go and put Matthias Cunha through to the middle, which this 11 here does make a lot of sense, and I would be not opposed to that as a young United fan, and I'd be quite happy if that was our team for the remainder of this season. However, the question is, can Luke Shaw play left back? The midfield problems, do they still persist? Absolutely, they do still persist, and what would happen if you got an injury at centre back? Because Martinez just seem to quite injury point in the last few years, so that's a question that needs consideration. But from your poll, 60% say yes, I want to sign Semenyo, and 40% no, I don't want to sign Semenyo. So we are pretty mixed. And if you guys are watching now, please do respond to the poll. Please do get your thoughts down below on whether you're United should get Semenyo. Me personally, I would say yes. However, that's if we're gonna sign a midfielder in addition. Because if it's Semenyo or a midfielder, me personally, I would be a bit in the middle, and I would maybe say no because I do think a midfielder is more important and the place where let's look at the league table because our midfield has cost us quite a few games this season, and Bruno is a great player and he contributes heavily to the attack. However, let's not lie, he has cost us a few goals defensively this season, and we have been a bit vulnerable as well. But looking at the league table, yeah, we currently sit sixth. We currently sit same points as Liverpool, which is interesting, but. Question is, how can United be fighting for fourth, third, second, first? Because we're currently 7 points behind Villa, and 2 points behind Chelsea. So, yeah, Europa League, Champions League is definitely not out of our reach, and it's definitely within our range. But question is, can we go and get? Because, like for example, if we sign Ruben Neves and Semenyo in January, I think we will get top 5 come end of this season. But are we gonna do it? But anyway, guys, thank you for watching today, and I'll see you on our next show. Appreciate it, guys. See you guys later.